Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, April 26th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. To quote NBA icon Jalen Rose, "We're back like we never left." Or at least that seems to be the theme surrounding the Cody Montgomery camp these days. Recently, the former child prodigy dropped a short clip from a recent deadlift session, where we see the young pro doing whatever it takes to make the successful transition over to classic physique. As far as we know, everything down here at Team Montgomery is still moving along right on schedule for this new phase of his career. And I know there's a whole lot of classic physique fans out there who can't wait to see what this kid brings to the table once he's finally ready to go. As you get older, there are certain aspects of your life where you start to develop a sense of urgency because you realize that it's now or never. And as far as I can tell, former Olympia champ David Henry seems like he's fallen into that groove. A few weeks after destroying the field at the Ireland Pro, the OG Giant Killer was back at it again this week, putting another monster leg day in the books. For the better part of the last 6 months now, Henry has been getting after it every day like an absolute demon. And I know I'm not the only one out there who's wondering right now if the champ still has one more great round left in the chamber that he's saving up for an epic war come Olympia time. Sometimes a good old-fashioned swift kick in the butt is what you need to get out of your slump and back on track to where you need to be. So maybe that humbling experience he had down at the Arnold Classic to start the season was just what the doctor ordered for rookie pro Tony Davis. Deep down in the heart of Texas, the former North American champ was spotted looking as dangerous as ever during one of his latest arm training efforts, while he continues to regroup for Phase 2 of his 2018 plans. If you take what happened at the Arnold out of the equation, on paper Davis has a great set of tools at his disposal for a guy at this stage of his career. So if he can put some of those past lessons to good use and come back re-energized, he's someone who could surprise people if he picks his spots right moving forward. Right now, we're starting to hit that point in the season where some of the new talent starts kicking around and making some waves, which is probably why we can't help but notice what soon-to-be second-year standout John Jewett is doing right now. Less than a month away from making his season debut at the New York Pro, last year's USA champ is looking to come out and make a strong impression to start his sophomore season up against what might be one of the deepest lineups front to back that you'll see all season long. To his credit, Jewett looks like he's really been working his butt off during this prep, and the improvements that he's made from year 1 to year 2 are already obvious. But whether or not that'll be enough to earn him his second straight top 5 finish on an IFBB stage is still anyone's guess right now. The Toronto Pro is set to go down a little over a month from now, and it looks like that's where bodybuilding fans will get a chance to see a familiar face return to the scene when veteran big man Antoine Vaillant finally ends his 5-year sabbatical. The former teenage phenomenon and Canadian national champ is set to make his first appearance on an IFBB stage since his rookie season back in 2013, where one of the most entertaining personalities in the sport will be looking to shake off a whole lot of rust in what looks to be a strong lineup on paper. By all accounts, Vaillant seems to have gotten himself focused back on bodybuilding, which is good to see as a fan considering the sort of talent that this guy has at his disposal. So if he can use this Toronto show as a tune-up and then really drop the hammer hard closer to his hometown up in Vancouver a few weeks later, putting together a top 5 or better finish doesn't seem like it's something that's entirely out of the question. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.